Welcome to the Elder Abyss Show. For talking videos, it's the place to go. Game tips, rants, tactics, and more. What you'll find here, you can never be sure.
Hey guys, welcome to the show. In this episode, we are doing week 3 of the Here I Come Hoffman series. It's the chronicle of my Gears of War 2 quest to get to level 100, aka earn my wings in Gears of War 2 before the release of Gears of War 3. And as always, to aid me in this quest, Epic is doing weekend XP events. And this weekend was the 15 times XP event weekend, which is getting up there as far as getting your, that XP bonus to where it actually means something, baby. I mean, you play a match and you can just see the bar slide across the bottom for your next level, and that is a good feeling. That is a great feeling, because some of the higher ranks take so much XP that it is literally crazy. To give you an idea of how this works, the whole rank 1 to 100 for the multiplayer ranking in Gears 2, it's an exponential increase for each level or each rank. And in the grand scheme of things, rank 81, give or take a few percent, is halfway. So you can see how the exponential increase works. That was such a sobering realization when I hit 81 last week. It was like, wow, that's halfway. But the good news is these XP events are really helping. And I, for one, greatly appreciate it, because I am well on my way to locking down my wings and getting my veteran gear achievement before Gears of War 3 lands. Booyah! And I'm going to go over a few things because I'm also going to do a Gears kind of update for a lot of the DLC and little extra things that we've heard some stuff on and got confirmed over the last couple of weeks. So stay tuned. That's going to be probably the largest portion of this video, and I'm not sure how long this is going to be, so settle in, strap on, get you a drink. Don't listen to what I say. Yeah, so here we go. We're going to kick it off with the update for Here I Come Hoffman, like I said, and week 3 results. As you remember prior, week 2, I made it to level 85. That was a pretty good climb, because I started this whole thing out at level 69, and like I said, 81's halfway, baby. So that's a pretty good stretch. That was what, 2 weekends of playing Gears got me up to 85. This weekend with the XP at 15 times, I managed to go from 85 to, drumroll, 95. Yes, 95 is where I am setting at as of the time of this recording, and good times. The 15 times is like I said in last week's video, we're really getting into those XP events to where you play a match and you can just feel the XP pouring across you like warm bath water. It is excellent. I love it. There was several matches where I was walking out of a single execution match with 30k, 31k. I was like, yeah. Of XP for 5, 6, 7 minutes of game. It's great. It was great. So it's really getting up there, and the good news is we've still got 2 more weekends to go. This coming weekend will be a 20 times multiplier. And then the final weekend before Gears 3 release, we are looking at a 25 times multiplier. So don't lose faith, man. Even if your rank is currently not all that high, it can be done. Now, I'm not saying it's not going to take a considerable amount of your time if you really want to do it, but it can be done if you want it. It's there. You could feasibly go, a pretty good chunk of XP and ranking in these 20 and 25 times weekends that we got coming up. I mean, it's outrageous. You can really, you just have to think of it this way. At 20 times, one good match equals 20 good matches. So one good day of playing is 20 good days of playing. Basic way of thinking about it, but it works and you rank up fast. So we got that out of the way. Y'all hang in and hold on. And like I said, I am at 95. I feel good about that. And honestly, I'm feeling like I may get my wings this coming weekend. I may get my wings. And I'm feeling good about that. I'm feeling really good about that. I'm feeling so good about that indeed that I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what that is, but I am feeling good about it. So we're just going to go with that. And, all right. So that's our update on the Here I Come Hoffman. You better move over, Hoffman, because I am coming on strong. I got a head of steam, and the cold train is rolling, baby. Oh, I just wanted to throw a woo on the end of that. All right, here we go. Now, I want to talk about some stuff with the Gears 3 update. And like I said, I don't know how long this is going to run. I'm going to try to keep it as quick and as fast as I can to try to get you guys this information on some of the little extras and stuff that are floating around, because it turns out Gears 3 is going to have a freaking ton of little extra customizational things that you can get here and there and do this, do that. It's really intricate the way all this is working out. So I wanted to make sure everybody was up to speed on a lot of these details. Now, the gameplay, you've probably noticed by now, is what I got to do is, because I don't know how long this is going to run, I don't even have the video put together yet. This is just an audio stream right now, and I'm going to lay this over some of this past weekend's Horde. I should have mentioned this earlier. Every weekend with these XP events, also, they are doing little tweaks to Horde. And you may have noticed by now, and I'm sure you probably have if you're kind of keeping an eye on that video over there, is the wretches had torque bows this past weekend. And that was crazy. Now, the first couple of waves, it was kind of funny, it was kind of interesting, but, honestly, after you get a few waves in and that Horde starts increasing, their accuracy and damage, and you start, when you hit those waves where you're getting the boomers and the flamers and the grinders, and then you've got wretches hopping around shooting torque bows, man, it gets crazy fast. It was entertaining, very entertaining up to a point. It was, I'm a torque bow kind of guy, so it was like, hey, ammo everywhere, yeah. But it got out of hand fast. This video that you're watching here was a run that we made. It was Sunday night. We was just kind of relaxing, played a little bit of Horde, and I think we made it to like 38 before we finally got our first team completely wiped out, and so I don't know what to say about that, but 38 as far as we made it from Crazy Wretches. Without everybody getting wiped out. So that was our first restart. I think we quit at that time, but whatever. Let's move on. All right, here we go. Gears of War 3. I don't know what to call it. This is add-ons, maybe? I'm not sure what this is. But what we're going to talk about is weapon skins first, and then we're going to touch on a few other things. So let's get the weapon skins kind of fog cleared out of the way, I guess you could say. And I want to start with the gold skins. And the gold skins, because you guys have heard me talk about the gold skins quite a bit, because the gold skins, there are 5 of them. And these weapon skins that I'm talking about, every time I talk about a different weapon skin package, I am referring to the 5 starting weapons. The Lancer, the Hammerburst, the Retro Lancer, the Gnasher, and the Sawed-Off. Each of the set of weapon skins has a skin for all of those weapons. They're not all grouped together, and that one thing doesn't open them all in every circumstance. So let's start with the gold ones. The gold ones are a little different because the gold ones there's actually 2 ways to get them. 2 ways to get almost all of them. The first way, it actually unlocks all 5 gold skins, so all 5 starting weapons, and that's that veteran gear achievement for Gears 2, which is the one I'm working on now with the Here I Come Hoffman series. And to get that veteran gear, you have to reach rank 100, earn your wings in Gears multiplayer, and have at least 1 win on each of the Snowblind maps, which was a DLC pack. And most of the time, by the time you've played enough to get rank 100, you should have a win on those maps. If not, you can go into social and get them pretty quick because they rotate through the social. And you don't have to vote on them. In ranked, you have to vote on them. It can be a little tricky. So if you're having trouble getting a win on those particular maps, hit up social, spend a little time in there. You should get it before too long. And there's also a DLC playlist. And if you get enough guys together in your party, 4 or 5, you should be able to force a vote on one of the maps you need when it comes up to vote. So you can always keep that in mind as well. All right, so the veteran gear automatically unlocks all 5 gold skins for your starting weapons. Now, the alternate means of getting them. The Lancer and the Hammerburst gold skin you will get during week 1 after release if you play. And if I understand it correctly, it also ties back to the Gold Lancer and Gold Hammerburst codes for Gears 2. So if I understand what they said in one of the Q&A live streams, if you've got the Gold Lancer or the Gold Hammerburst in Gears 2, it'll unlock it for you in Gears 3. It'll also unlock it if you play the first week after the game's release. If you get online and play, you'll unlock that Lancer and Hammerburst gold skin. So you can get those 2 that way. The Golden Retro Lancer is actually tied back to the beta. So if you played the beta, you unlock the Gold Retro, and you got the kills with it to unlock the gold skin, you'll have the Gold Retro in Gears 3. As long as you did not delete your beta save file. Be sure you didn't delete your beta save file. If you did, you're host. But as long as you kept your beta save file and you earned that Gold Retro in there, you'll have it in 3. Now, the Gold Nasher is actually the only one that is specifically unique to veteran gear. It's the only way you can get it. So the veteran gear opens them all automatically, but the Nasher is the only one that has that single way of earning it. All right, the Golden Sawed-Off is tied to a Gears 1 achievement called Commando, which is actually finishing the campaign on Insane. So that's your alternate method for getting the Gold Sawed-Off. So that's a breakdown of the golden weapons. Now, let's move on to a similar, the Chrome. Oh, the Chrome. Chrome weapons. Of course, all 5 starting weapons have the Chrome available. And let's start with the Lancer. Chrome Lancer is tied to a Gears 1 achievement, Don't Hate the Player, which is rewarded for finishing with the highest score in a ranked match. Not sure I got that one because I don't think I played very much rank, if any at all, in Gears 1. So that may be one I have to back up and punt and put in Gears 1 to get. All right, the Chrome Hammerburst is tied to a Gears 2 achievement called Dirty Horde. Love that achievement name. And that one is for finishing the first 10 waves of Horde on any map. So that's a pretty easy one to get. And probably knock that one out. Anybody that's really played any Horde of any type should have that. So that's what that one is. The Chrome Retro is tied to a Gears 1 achievement called Domination, which is playing 10 chapters as Dom in co-op. So that's another easy one to get because you can play it on any difficulty. So if you just need it, go play it casual, or if you just want to burn them out quick, if you want to have a little fun, throw it up on Insane, have a good time. I love Gears campaigns on Insane because they are absolutely fabulous at that difficulty. All right, now the Chrome Nasher. This is an interesting one. The Chrome Nasher is awarded for finishing all 3 campaigns. That said, it can be done on any difficulty. So if you haven't played the other campaigns and you don't want to fully enjoy them on their Insane, you can run them through on casual. It doesn't matter. It's not tied to difficulty. It's just tied to actually finishing the campaigns. So that one can't be, you can't actually earn that one until you get Gears 3 and finish the campaign of Gears 3. And then if even if you've already got 1 and 2 finished, you have to wait for 3 and go through that campaign to get that Chrome Nasher. It's just kind of cool. I like that. The Chrome Sawed Off is awarded for having any achievement whatsoever for Gears of War PC. So if you never played Gears of War PC, you've probably not got a chance of getting that. Fortunately, I did. Gears of War PC had an extended campaign that was beyond what was on Gears of War 1 for Xbox. And I did pick it up and play it for the extended campaign. It was a lot of fun. Alright, so let's hit on some more of these packages. We've got the Infected Omen, which I believe we've seen... Yeah, we've seen before as far as the skin itself, but they changed it since then in that the one we've seen before, I think it was a beta or right around beta time, was a static skin. They changed it over to an animated skin and tweaked the shaders and stuff on it like that to make it look a lot cooler, and it's a pretty badass looking skin. I do like it. Now, the Infected Omen, of course, this is an all 5 starting weapons package. And it comes with, you get a code for that, you get it with the Gears console, that Gears 3 limited edition console. If you get that, you get a code in there that will give you the Infected Omen skin package. If you buy a single Gears of War 3 controller, it comes with a code in there to unlock the Infected Omen skin package. And the way I understand it, there's also a code to give you that Infected Omens in the Epic edition of the game. Excuse me. So that's the 3 ways you can get that. Console, controller, Epic edition. We'll get you the Infected Omens. Alright. This one's going to be good, but let's hit on some of these that will go through quick. The Liquid Green. And I've taken some heat on this because I misidentified what the purpose of that is. I don't want to talk about it. Anyway, the Liquid Green was actually what the Microsoft beta testing team used in the open beta of Gears of War 3. So you may have run into those guys then. If you did, that Liquid Green, that's what that was. They're actually going to make that available to us. And they're going to do that through some type of promo. They haven't announced what it is, when it is, no details about it other than it's going to be a promo that we can participate in and get the Liquid Green weapon skin package that way. There's a lot of speculation out on the web and the forums and stuff, but I try not to spread speculation. It's all about it. And so when I get some information on that, I will be sure that I get that out to you guys and get you links and info and everything so we can get everybody their Liquid Greens if they want them, because the Liquid Green's pretty cool. The other one I want to touch on is the Liquid Metal, which is kind of this cool Terminator 2 looking gun. And that, it's a package really. It's got all 5 skins in it. This one is tied to a very interesting concept that Gears is doing for DLC. And what this is called their Season Pass. And what the Season Pass does is basically prepay for DLC. And stick with me here because I want to get this idea across to you guys as best I can if you're not familiar with what I'm talking about. On day 1, it will be available. So it'll be available on release day, so you can go ahead and pick it up if you want. And what it is for $30, you're basically prepaying for the next 4 DLC packages for Gears of War 3 that have a combined retail value of $45. So you're pre-buying or prepaying for 4 DLCs and saving $15. To me, wonderful idea. Absolutely wonderful. This is a better solution than it was the best solution I've seen so far to this dilemma that developers and publishers find themselves in with the used game market. This is, to me, a perfect way to address it. This is a better way to address it than subscription models. This is a better way to address it than the Play Pass models. This is an absolutely fantastic way to address it, because not only does it encourage people to hold on to their discs so it keeps the game out of the used game market, It funds future DLC, and it should, by all logical sense, raise the quality of the DLC because the developer and the publisher knows the market is there. There's no guesswork. You know, they don't just put a DLC together and make market projections of we should sell this many. They already have a base number to work off of, so they can build DLC appropriately. Absolutely fabulous. Love this idea. I think it is a great idea. It benefits, you know, both parties really. You know, with you buy the Play Pass, you get a discount. You got the next 4 DLCs. You get a little extra weapon skin bonus with these liquid metals as soon as you buy it. And the publisher and the developer knows, hey, we've got a base number already sold for DLC. Let's start packaging these things together. You've got, you know, I mean, it's just a win-win. It's a wonderful idea. I love it. I like how they put this together. Now, speaking of the DLC that's going to be packed up in this, they have made some official comments on that, which I thought were very interesting, and I wanted to share with you guys to make sure you had a better idea of what the season pass entailed. Now, the DLC, the first one will land in November, so we don't have to wait too long for it. And as far as the next 4 quarters of DLC for Gears 3, what we can expect to see is, of course, multiplayer maps. And everybody thinks multiplayer maps, DLC for shooters, and that's all you get. And historically, you're, for the most part, right. Gears 2 did put out a little bit of campaign stuff and some DLC, but it was just a couple of chapters, I think, and it wasn't all that great. It was a deleted scene, basically. Now, but for Gears 3, we're getting multiplayer maps. They've also stated that we are getting stuff for Horde. We're getting stuff for Beast. So that's 2 modes that are getting additional content. We're getting more multiplayer characters that are packed in the DLC. You're getting campaign content in the DLC. And there's also going to be future weapon skins in the DLC. And this is future weapon skins beyond and not including the liquid metal that you get as soon as you buy your season pass. These are weapon skins that are packed inside the DLC installments. So you've got maps, modes, you know, stuff for Horde and Beast, got characters, campaign content, and future weapon skin packages. So that, I mean, that's a pretty good DLC lineup in my opinion. I'm stoked. I'm really stoked. I think the Play Pass and their DLC schedule and what they got planned is awesome. I'm really excited about that and how that's working out. You know, I hope some of these other publishers and developers pick up on this type of model, because from our perspective as gamers, this is win-win. It really is. It's good stuff. All right, I'm gonna get sidetracked talking about that, man. Whew, yeah, season pass, DLC. Can't believe the game's already almost here, man. Almost here. All right, now let's hit on a few that you actually earn inside of Gears 3. So they'll be available to everybody. You just got to get in there and play, baby. And there's some of the cooler ones. There's a lot in there. You know, you got pink. That pink is absolutely hilarious. But you know, there's some different ones in there. They haven't really revealed how much of these little like color tweaks and stuff that are in there. But some of the bigger, more important weapon skin packages, they have said a few things about. And one of them is the Onyx, which is a nice shiny black onyx skin for your weapon. Just looks, you know, I'm sure it'll be just completely awesome. Those are weapon specific skins. It's not a package. You have to earn them per weapon. And what you have to do is actually get the onyx metal for that weapon. And you get that with just, I mean, straight up kills, man. It's a shooter. You get your kill count, you get your medal. It's going to take quite a few. For instance, you know, it takes 100 kills to get to the bronze, right? You're thinking, well, that ain't so bad. How bad can this be to get onyx? Well, it takes approximately 6,000 to get the onyx. So That's quite a few. That is quite a few. So if you want the onyx skin for a weapon, you better hunker down, lock down, and kill some fools with it, because you need to bag 6,000 kills to earn an onyx medal for that specific weapon. But that should be a rather cool skin. I'm really looking forward to maybe earn. Well, not maybe. I'm going to earn all of those, man. Going to. Got to. All right. One of the other really interesting ones that's going to be pretty far off in earning in the game, but from the description, I haven't seen any pictures, but just a verbal description, it sounds pretty badass. It's called the Gold Omen. And what that is kind of it's kind of black with gold accents, and you've got the omen on there too. It sounds really nice. And that is the reward for reaching rank 100 in multiplayer. So basically, I guess comparable to earning your wings in Gears 3, you get rewarded with the Gold Omen weapon package for skins. So that's pretty cool. There's a lot of other stuff in there. There's like tribals and these colors and stuff, and I haven't really detailed. All they've said about the vast majority of the other ones is they're tied to particular medals or ribbons and that kind of a thing, or achievements. So most of the other stuff will be earned in Gears 3. We went over pretty much those things that are earned externally. We just went over, so hopefully we'll be able to get as many of those as we can. One other piece of content that is available for you to actually get right now, although you can't use it obviously, but you can go ahead and acquire it, is the Griffin multiplayer character. And it's just a multiplayer character that you can use in multiplayer, but it's an extra character, it's extra content, and it's free. So why not get it, right? Most of you guys may know about it, but if not, it's been up for probably what, a month and a half. But if you don't have your Gears radar on, you may have missed it. And all you need to do is basically go to the Gears Facebook page, and I think you either have to like the Facebook page or like the Griffin page. If you go to the Gears Facebook page, you'll see an ad on there for the Griffin thing, and you can follow it. Or if you go to the Gears of War website, you'll see an ad for the Griffin thing. I will dig up the link that you need and put it in the description, so save you guys some time on that if you want to go and earn, or not earn, but just get your Griffin. Because basically you go there, you hit like on the right page, and it's an app, so it just comes back and it'll give you a code you put into your Xbox, and it does its thing, and then you download what you need, and Griffin is sitting there waiting on you, or waiting on Gears 3. So that's pretty cool. That's just a free little skin for a little bit of promo stuff. Or not skin, that's a character. Oh, right. So that covers what we got on skins, characters, that kind of thing. I know this video is running kind of long, but it's a spiel. I'm over 20 minutes in. I'm just going to go ahead and cut it here, guys. I've got some more stuff I want to talk about, but I will save it for the next Here I Come Hoffman update, as far as some of the game stuff, the mutators, and some of the things they've said about some of the modes, campaign, co-op, arcade. I mean, there's a ton of information floating around right now. It's really good times, getting me stoked. So I hope you guys are as excited as I am, because it's going to be big. It's going to be really big. It's going to be good times. So I'll catch you guys in the next video. Have a good one.
In the end, you've already been told. We're all just gamers.